Hi dears, hi everyone, welcome back to the channel once again. It's me Anna with you here, and today we are on a lovely beach of Altea. We are here, and right behind us we have loveliest views towards the national park between Altea and our favorite city, Benidorm. And from here we will discuss, of course, once again the latest update on the situation, what's going on, what are the new restrictions and if there are any, and in general how things have changed since the last time that we spoke about this, which was last Friday. So about this situation, I want to say that cases are still continuing to decrease, as well as the index does. We do not have exact numbers for today because we will be receiving them today in the evening, like 6-7 p.m. more or less. But the numbers, separate numbers of the autonomic regions in Spain show that cases are still decreasing, which is just amazing news. And so it's amazing that, for example, some countries already have started to eliminate Spain, like different regions of Spain, from their red list where they do not recommend to travel. For example, Germany has deleted our Valencian community, Castilla-La Mancha, Canary Islands, Catalonia and Asturias from their red list, which means that Germany is not recommending not to travel to these regions anymore, which is just amazing. And I'm sure that a lot of people from Germany, they will still travel last minute before autumn will start and before the school year starts, and in general, like the whole routine once again. In Barcelona, we've had quite a high issue regarding night curfew and night lockdown. There they've taken out the curfew like at the beginning of this weekend on Friday. So Friday, Saturday and Sunday there was no night lockdown in Barcelona town, like city, it's a big city. And as a result, more than 15,000 people went out to the streets at night. They started drinking, like illegal parties, no mask, no social distancing, no nothing at all. Like, we don't care about anything, we're free, yay, and things like that, you know. So as a result, the local authorities of Barcelona, they've decided to put the night curfew once again. It's still not a fixed thing, okay? It's just they are planning to do so. They've asked for the permission, for the approval to the Supreme Court of Barcelona. So now they just are waiting what the Supreme Court will decide. If they will say yes, we approve it once again, so maybe then even starting from today or tomorrow latest, the night curfew will be in place. If they will say no, then they'll need to put some other measures to somehow try and control the situation, because in Catalonia, this was one of the regions that had like the worst situation ever here in our lovely country. So it's very hard to control it because there's also a lot of people living there. There's a lot of young people that want to have fun before they get back to studies, which I get it in a way, but I still get that it's not the best situation to do so right now. But I mean, every person is responsible for what they are doing. And in this case, 15,000 of these people, they were not really doing the correct thing this time, which is very sad. But I mean, it is what it is. Also, a lot of people, they are like, they just don't care anymore because they were fully vaccinated, and they were like, well, okay, even if I'll get like the virus and even if I'll get like that thing, then nothing's gonna happen because I'm fully vaccinated. I might get like light symptoms, but not more than that, so I'm fine, I don't care about it anymore, you know. This is the attitude to it, like with a lot of people here in Spain. So this is why it's also happening. A lot of them are just fully vaccinated and they do not care anymore about it. It is what it is. Here in Valencian region, we have the night curfew up until the 6th of September. And our authorities have officially said that they are not going to ask for a new night lockdown. So probably 6th of September will be the last day when we'll have the night curfew here in our region. But once again, it needs to be confirmed closer on towards the date, probably first days of September, like 1st, 2nd, 3rd next week. Middle of next week, we will know for sure if there will be a night curfew or if it's going to be over once and for all, hopefully, fingers crossed. And here in our area in general, things are going very well. A lot of people, almost all people that were working like in a hotel and tourism sector, they've returned to their job positions, or they found a new job, for example, because a lot of places, they just ended up temporary contracts, but they said like, I'm gonna call you up once the situation will be better. Or there are a lot of new like job positions, job offers out there in the internet, on the websites of the companies, and people just search, they go for interview, they receive the job position, and they just start new and fresh, which is very, very good. Also want to say that in our region, there is a very strange thing happening. For the first time, like in a lot of years, here, the majority of foreign tourists was usually like British tourism, okay? Like we were the Mecca, we were like the most popular part, except the islands, for the British tourism. But right now, something strange is happening, because for the first time, there is a lot more French tourists than British ones. And the numbers there do not differ actually for a law, like there's not a huge difference, but there is a difference. In general, I know some of you were asking me like, which kind of tourists are coming, from which countries do you have the tourists here? Well, the answer is, I've checked the statistics, of course, and the answer is that 87.2% here, they are national tourism, which means that they might be foreign people, they might not be Spanish, but they are just living here, like they are like permanently living here in Spain and traveling. So 87.2% are national tourism, and the rest is tourism from all over the world. The majority of them on the first place is French, as I've already said, which is very strange, but it is how it is, which is 5.3% this year. And it's actually true that there's a lot of tourists from France. Like I see a lot of French numbers on the cars. I see a lot of people like speaking French on the streets, which is just strange because we're not used to it. We used to hear like more British outside, but no, we like only hear almost French people. Very strange, but I mean, it is what it is. It's good to have any kind of tourism here right now, because if not, a lot of people would be without a job, and we will get into this serious problem once again. Then on the second place, there's of course British tourism, and it's 4.6% more or less. And then we go with Portuguese and Belgium. Basically right now I want to say that there's like a lot of people are consuming in terms of bars, restaurants, cafeterias. People are spending money, which is very good. Thank you for all of you who are coming here, because it helps our local economy a lot, and economy of our region in general. It's a very good start for us. And actually I want to say that even though there are still some restrictions, even though a lot of people decide not to travel this year but travel the next one, the occupancy this week was amazing. It was like 80-something% in the hotels, in average, hotels and apartments. This was by official statistics of the National Institute of Statistics, that you need to send the report every week to them from the hotels and apartments. This is where they get these official numbers from. And they say that this week, at the beginning of this week, it's supposed to hit even 90%, which means that 90% occupancy will be on the average in a lot of the hotels. And I know that here in Benidorm, a lot of the hotels are even fully booked. Like literally in some of the hotels of Servi Group, of Med Playa, like Thimbel, different hotels that I've showed you guys before here on the channel, the occupancy is almost full, like to the top. There are barely any rooms left, which is a good sign for our region. And a lot more hotels are starting to open up. The Gala Placidia 3 stars hotel that was recently changed, reformed almost to like from top to bottom, almost 100%. This will be opening as well probably in September. A lot of hotels from Servi Group, they will be opening on 30th of August, which will be literally like next week on Monday. We will be checking those as well very soon, like probably first days of September. So you will see a lot more hotels coming up here on the channel. I just hope that everything will be getting to normal very, very soon. I mean, it almost is normal basically, because a lot of people went back to their jobs, but they still need a few months to recover from the debt and from the things that they still owe, and the need to get things paid. So until we will begin our clean track, there will be a few months needed for that. But everything else is just amazing. I think that with more and more people getting vaccinated, also it does help, because right now, by the way, we have here in our region, we already hit 70% of people immunized with both doses, which is just amazing news. And in general, throughout Spain, we've hit like 66% more or less, which is almost 70, which is very good. And hopefully once we'll hit 70%, people will feel more secure, a lot more job will be available, and with better job conditions, which will mean that the country as a whole will start to recover. Because the public debt that we have here in Spain is of 1.43 billion euros, which is a lot. It's a huge debt, and it's a public one. The majority goes towards the government, but then the last two parts, they're of social security and of autonomic regions, which means that we still have a long way to go to be able to say that we are like on a level that we were pre-pandemic. But we are actually trying very hard. We are looking for jobs. People are looking for jobs. They are trying their best to provide better economic situation for their families, improve their lives. And the positivity that we have here in Spain, the nice weather, the sea, green trees, palms, flowers, all this, it kind of gives you even more positive vibes and even more of a will to start fresh, to recover, to say that, okay, this is over. I start a new chapter. I start getting better. I can provide more to my family. I can do this. So this helps us a lot. Not only that we see that everything is getting back to normal, but also the vaccination, the beautiful weather that we have here, and the climate in general, and positive people. This is what helps us most, and this is what I wish for you guys as well. Even if some of you might be in a difficult situation right now, believe me, this is not the end. Everything will get better eventually. Just think positive. Think about what you can change right now. Don't focus on things that you cannot change, because it's just useless. It's just gonna make you feel worse than it is already. Focus on positivity, that you are healthy, that you're alive, that you maybe have your job still, that you can provide your family with the basic needs, that things will get better. It's not the end of the world. Everything will get better very soon. People will be vaccinated. People will just have it like a seasonal flu, like a seasonal disease, probably, because I hope the virus will not mutate. But if it's not, if everything will remain the same, then things will definitely get better from now on. We just need to believe in this. We just need to stay positive and do everything what is in our hands to survive this situation in a best attitude possible. So this is basically what's happening here. These are the news of our region of Benidorm, and in general the situation in Spain. People are not afraid of what's happening, to be honest with you guys. The more and more people are getting vaccinated, the more time passes, people are just living with it already. I can definitely say that people are somehow like similar to what's happening in UK. People are just coexisting with it, which is just amazing news. It doesn't mean that we need to like take off a mask where we should be wearing it. It doesn't mean that we should not be disinfecting our hands. It doesn't mean that we can not have the social distancing. It just means that we are slowly learning how to coexist with this thing, which is very good. And what's happening with the Spanish weather? Well, yesterday was very hot, and today is also very hot, I must say. Here it's still early morning, it's not even 10 a.m., but it's already very hot. Here on the beach right now it is 33, 34 degrees, I would say. Today it will hit like 36 more or less, the same as it was yesterday on midday here in Benidorm. So it's still very, very hot. So those of you who are coming here, please take some sunscreen, sun protection, use sun hats, drink a lot of water, because the temperatures are still very, very high. And in general, today here will be very sunny, which is not going to be in all Spain, but in the majority of it. As you can see on this picture, there's going to be some clouds on the north part, maybe somewhere in the south, but in general, it's going to be very nice and stable. And tomorrow the rain will be coming up to all the north part and even here on the Mediterranean area. So maybe it will rain somewhere here near us, maybe even here in Altea or Benidorm. And the temperatures are very high still in a lot of areas today in Spain. Mostly they are concentrated like in the south part, and the north the temperatures are very mild, very fresh, very comfy. I wish I would be in the north part of Spain right now, because here it's definitely like truly hot. And the humidity does not help either. Today here we'll have, as I've said, 35-36 degrees. Real feel will be of about 37 due to humidity. In Barcelona we'll have 29-30, in Granada 37, in Malaga and Marbella 31, in Sevilla 38, in Madrid 36, in Murcia 35, in Balearic Islands 32, which are Mallorca, Menorca and Ibiza. And in Canarian Islands, we'll have slightly less, 25-26 degrees. And in Valencia, 30 degrees today. But here on Mediterranean area, you always have to sum like 3-4 degrees in real feel because of the humidity. The water temperature is still 26 degrees, which is just amazing. Water is actually a lot warmer if you go towards the Benidorm and Alicante. There the water is very warm, but if you go here like towards Altea and Altea, the water is slightly less comfy than there. I'm not sure why, but it is what it is. There it's a lot nicer. So if you want to actually feel 26 degrees water here, then go to Benidorm and Alicante area. Also because here on this beach in Altea, as you can see, what you have is like huge rocks. Even in Altea, rocks are not as big than they are here in Altea, which is why there are not a lot of people in this area. This is what's going on. This is the update for today. I hope you enjoyed watching it and I hope you enjoyed these lovely views. I wish you an amazing beginning of a new work week, and I'm gonna see you tomorrow with a new video. Tomorrow I'm gonna show you the concert that we had here yesterday in Altea, the live flamenco traditional Spanish dancing concert, which was very nice. You will see how many people did we have here. So stay with me. This video will be up tomorrow at 2 p.m. See you then. Bye.